Looks like the power's out. Harold, can you get this hooked up to the energy vessel? There should be some jumper cables in the engine compartment.
Sure, I'll get to it.
Righto, power is showing up. Just need to flick the master switch and...
Wow.
Whoa.
It really is huge in here.
Oh look, we have company. Who are they?
Ooh, what are those? I guess now we know where the ghost animal sounds came from.
Amazing! I can't believe they adapted to survive down here. Do you think they bite?
It must have been so peaceful for them here. I'm sure they're relaxed.
They look so funny and nice.
Well, much as I'd love to get to know them better, we should really try and get access to the arcade security cameras.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, I recognize these controls. They're like the ones in the filter station. I guess this used to handle water drainage and filtering.
Fantastic. So you can operate it?
I think so. It would have been used to monitor the filters and stuff. So if I can just get to the monitor root directory, ask it to change the camera feed, that should do it. Okay, let's see what we can see.
Keep cycling through. Ah, there's the Agora arcade.
We should be able to talk to them through the tannoy system too.
Professor! Everyone! You can hear us, right? We can see you. We're in the abandoned core. What's going on?
Hang on. Let me see if I can turn on the security cam's mic too.
Harold? Is that you? Can you hear us? Harold, are you okay? Thank goodness. Where have you been?
Long story, Professor. But we came back in Bridget's new submarine. The Fedora is all iced up.
We? Is we with you too?
We's here too. Nice to see you again, Professor.
You three have got a lot of chutzpah, making us all worry and they're just turning up unannounced like this.
Professor, are you all okay? Are you trapped in the arcades? What's going on?
Oy vey. Yes, we're stuck here thanks to Schlippmeyer. He's had us all fooled from the get-go. Played us for real schmucks. All along, he's been planning to freeze not just the area around the ship, but the entire ocean.
He told you all this?
Yes, over the tannoy, once he'd hidden himself away somewhere. He said it's always been his dream to create the largest winter sport amusement park in the universe.
Freeze the sea. Winter sports? From the get-go? All along?
So, Slippy is here. He's rootling around, asking me all kinds of questions I don't want to answer.
Slipmeyer, will you please present Flow and Go to the audience, please?
Please witness the future of Fedora. Like all the best things in life, it seems simple at first. Then the more you know about it, the more ingenious and brilliant it becomes.
It's all a lot of hot air.
I'm gonna freeze the water directly under the Fedora.
Given water bodies usually freeze from the top down, I don't know. It all seems a bit fishy to me.
I thought you said it wasn't a vote.
It's not. I just happen to agree with them.
I'm making the coolant procedure more efficient than ever. It's going to be able to cover a lot of ground.
How does your AC technology work?
Maybe I shouldn't tell you every part of it, eh? I need to finish hooking up these tubes for some tests. Are you going to help me or just stand and watch me suffer? Please witness the future of Fedora. So you see, that's the Slippy difference.
Oh my God, what? Why? Where is he now?
Not sure. When we all got together here for an urgent launch update, he disappeared and activated the security locks.
Oh.
You okay, Howell? You went dreamy for a minute there.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Wiyu. So, Moreau, what was the urgent launch update?
Harold, please. The update was a ruse to get us out of the way. We were never meant to take off with his procedure. He babbles something about how we'd just die in traveling through space, and we may as well have fun in our lifetimes.
My God. Can he really do it?
Well, he's been developing the tech under our nose, of course, and we've got the raw materials all around us. He said we'd all thank him once the slippy ice paradise was ready. Can you believe it?
Okay, we'll get you out of there somehow. Just hold on.
Hold on, Harold. Really?
That slippery little...
I guess you've tried breaking through the revolving door?
Yes, you nincompoop. Chris tried already. Even though I warned him, it's security glass, and no amount of handsome muscle would get through it. Listen, you two. You should be able to access the security shutters and the door's control mechanism through the terminal computer.
Okay, let me see. I'm getting there.
Maybe if you try the...
It's just fiddly.
Well?
Sorry, Professor. The door control interface is weird on this terminal. It's like you click one thing and it does the opposite. Then there's a pop-up and you have to click again.
Weird, Harold? You're looking at classic quality tech. The newer consoles might be fancier, but you have less manual control. And because everything is integrated, it's a nightmare if anything needs replacing.
Sorry, Rafi. Can you help talk me through it?
Fine.
Now what are you seeing?
Ah! Pop-ups!
It's okay. Just close them. Now what are you seeing?
Oh! More pop-ups!
Stay.
Another pop-up!
You know what to do.
There are two big circles. Looks like a cassette.
Okay, great. There should be a small box in a circle connected by an arc in the lower left-hand corner. Click them to control the big circles on the right-hand side. Now what are you seeing?
The box is highlighted now.
Good.
Oh, looks like
Keep
the bar in the
clicking
middle is
box
filling
in
up.
the lower left until the middle bar has filled up. Okay, great. There should be a small box in a circle connected by an arc in the lower left-hand corner.
The bar is filling. It's finally fully filled now.
What are you seeing now?
A screen with the diamond shape on the left.
Great, nearly there. Click the top of the two buttons on the right. Click the top of the two buttons on the right.
And then?
The box in the middle of the screen should be active now. Click the slim switch in the very center.
Clicked.
The door segments on the left should be animated now.
They are. Did I do it?
Go to the rightmost tab on the top of the screen. Go to the rightmost. What are you seeing now?
A screen with a key on one side.
Great. choose the REM cup rads around the 50 range. Harold, click on the box that says REM.
Done.
Click Go 8. Click section W7 and open it.
Done. But nothing is happening.
Did you press the enormous key button?
Aha!
You did it, finally. Good job, Harold.
Has that done it?
Well done, Harold.
My pleasure.
Okay, everyone, let's get to the energy district. If Slippy is doing nefarious science, he's bound to be doing it there. Oi, the tube isn't working, of course.
Doesn't look like they're having much luck with the tube.
Harold, can you still hear us? We're going to need you to look into why the tube is down.
Drat. Now that isn't going to be something we can fix from here.
You two, do you think you can take the sub and try and see what the problem is from the outside?
Yep, we know how it handles now, right, Wii-U?
Sure. Let's rev her up.
Great. I'll stay here on the radio and help liaise.
Okay, let's go.
I'll do the grabby arm.
Good luck, you two. Be careful out there.
How are you holding up back there, Wii-U?
Oh, it's okay. But it seems quiet without Bridget.
Hey, what are you saying? I'm still on the radio, remember?
Ah, yes, much better.
What do you think of all this drama? I bet none of the Flumalim ever have any crazy schemes.
Yes, it's very curious. It makes sense that if Slippy loves snow sports, he would want to create a snow world. But it doesn't seem like he checked with everyone if they also loved snow sports first.
That's a very balanced way of looking at it.
But I wonder, why didn't he tell anyone? Or why didn't anyone realize he was so sad before all this happened?
Good question. Humans can get very wrapped up in their own stuff, you know? And sometimes people hide their sadness because they don't know what else to do with it.
Are you sad, Howell?
Oh, thanks for asking. No, I'm not. Maybe I used to be.
I'll be sad if we can't stop Slippy. I think all the Flumilim would be sad. I'm going to do my best with the grabby arm, though.
It's going to be fine. We'll figure something out now that everyone is working together.
That's the spirit, you two. Hey, even Raffi is helping.
I am still listening, you know.
Well, good.
But once this is all over, you all definitely owe me some peace and quiet.
It's a deal, Raph. Okay, looks like we're approaching the tube exterior. Bridget, we'll check out what's wrong first.
Great. Keep me posted.
Okay, Bridget, you reading us?
Loud and clear. What's the situation?
We've arrived outside the Agora arcades. It looks like the actual transportation tube is disconnected. Maybe the ice broke it somehow.
Drat! I guess the sudden change in pressure from the ice must have displaced or warped some of the connections. How bad is it?
Well, the good news is the tube itself is in one piece. So, if we can get a good grip with the grabber, we should be able to reattach the main tube and lock it back in place.
And the bad news?
Oh, well, there isn't any extra bad news.
Oh, good. Well, get going, but be careful, Wii-U. If the tube cracks, the whole thing will be unusable.
I'll take super care of it.
Okay, let's do this. I'll get us into position now. wonder how Team Moreau is doing.
Well, from what I can see, they're starting to get into the tube, one by one. Chris is doing push-ups while he waits for his turn.
Where are they going?
Well, now they're telling me that the direct connection isn't working for some reason.
Oh, no. What do you think is wrong?
Not sure. Could be a few things. Plus, there's the potential side effects of all the ice to consider. Seems like it was only the direct path to the energy district that was down. Maybe a malfunction in the tube's control panel?
Oh, so what now?
They're en route to the central station now. They'll try again from there.
Okay. Keep us posted, Bridget. That was really impressive grabby arm work, by the way.
Oh, thanks. I just thought about holding on to a slippery fish.
Oh, it seems like the route via Central Station is working out for them. They're on their way now.
All this makes you realize how reliant we are on those tubes to get around now, huh?
What did you do before then?
Well, we didn't move around as often, and I suppose we only went to places we really needed to.
So you built tubes to move more often to places you didn't really need to go to?
Yes.
It is fun zipping through them, though. The whoosh sound, it takes no effort.
Yes. I think I'm glad to have them even with the fines and all the delays.
Good timing, you two. Team Moreau has arrived now.
So, what was the problem with the tube?
Maybe it was just the electronics being affected by the ice? Whatever it was, it doesn't seem to be affecting the whole system, which is a relief.
Yeah! The door to the energy harvest is locked too!
Seems like Slippy has barricaded himself using the lockdown routine.
Yes, and the door can't be controlled over the computer system due to the all-water emergency protocols we baked in.
So it can only be opened from the inside? If he's in there doing something slippery, we've got to stop it. What are we gonna do?
Could we ask him?
Even if we wanted to, the emergency protocols block out the security cams and tannoy. To protect potentially sensitive all-water corporation activity, he totally isolated himself. Must be nice. No interruptions.
Wait a sec. Bridget, didn't you tell me the agricultural district and the energy harvests were connected?
Ooh, good thinking. Yep, by the retractable conveyors. If memory serves, the one that connects energy to agricultural is near the back of the core.
Rafi, what do we do next?
You'll need to lower them first from their rooftop storage, then power them up.
How do you know all this stuff, Rafi?
I did have a life before the arcade, you know. Anyway, ask me about that later. You're gonna need to align the belts in a continuous path so you can reach the opening that leads to the harvest.
Okay, doesn't sound too hard. Let's go, Wii.
Such teamwork. I'm like a proud mother hen. Okay, you two, it's time you got going to the energy harvest.
You going to be okay here?
Yep, I'll stay here to monitor the security cameras and oversee the situation.
I hope it's better to watch than those videos Howell showed me. Everyone shouting and then kissing straight after.
We hope.
Just stay on your guard. And when you see Slippy, tell him I always knew he'd slip up.
Okay. Will do.
Wee. Ooh.
Shh, we don't know what we're gonna find at the end of this. What are we gonna do at the end of this?
You're going to get Slippy.
That's one way of putting it. Well, I'll think of something. It's always me who has to get his hands dirty. Slippy, we're here. It's...
Slipmire! I can't even count how many regulations you've breached. Halibut?
The door?
Harold! Whew! Everyone!
Look, let's not be hasty. If I could just show you my plans, I was only trying to...
I'll show you a plan!
Eesh.
Oh, shit! My hand!
Well, that settles it, I suppose.
Thanks, Chris.
Is he okay? Gosh, I was overcome with emotion thinking of the children. I hope I didn't overdo it. Please no one tell them about this.
Chris, relax. It's over. And so is our chance at launching after wasting all this time. Oh well, may as well spice things up a bit in the meantime.
Relaunch chance over? Whatever do you mean, Professor?
I mean that the solar winds are due to begin again, and soon. Too soon. After these shenanigans, we simply won't have the requisite preparation complete in order to meet the safe launch window.
To say nothing of repairing the damage, Slippy's icy debacle probably caused our sensitive instruments.
Well, can't we risk it? What's the worst that would happen?
Well, if we launch late, we run the risk of the solar flares crippling the ship, like last time, and tumbling back into the ocean. And there's no telling if our next landing will be so lucky.
And if we launch on time?
My calculations are nearly complete, but if we time it just a second wrong, we might sink deeper or use up our remaining fuel just to move a few miles away.
And even if your calculations were already done, what with the all-water time theft, it'd probably be late by now anyway.
Time theft? Speak sense, Harold.
I tried to tell you that day in your lab, but we got distracted with the probe. Me and the Lightkeepers, I was gonna tell you I joined them. They're a bunch of teenagers. We found proof that Allwater were shaving a bit off every hour to help with the energy crisis. So we had even less time than we thought all along.
What are you talking about? How and why do you shave an hour?
So we have to do less work, and to save energy. And, well, actually not every hour, only the ones in daytime. By now, apparently, it adds up to 2 full hours each day.
How? But we would have noticed.
But we didn't because of the introduction of all-water digital time, and they controlled the time in tiny little bits so it would always feel normal.
So, Allwater fooled us more than Slippy, and we must have... Wait. Saving on daytime? Ah! Harold, you wonderful, beautiful schmuck! If what you say is true, and these days the truth is stranger than one of your little head stories, then it's exactly the opposite of what you think. We have more time than ever.
We do? How does that work?
Think, Harold. If what we perceived as a day of 24 hours was actually only 22, that means that we haven't actually reached today's date yet. Now, let's see. All-water digital time was introduced 8 years ago. Cyrus, check my math.
Well, even if they were shaved up to 1, then 2 hours after a few years, we should have more than 4 months left until the launch window ends.
Ha! Much as I love it when you're wrong, that means...
My calculations were correct, but time was wrong.
And it explains why we thought the space bacteria would degenerate faster than modeled. Oh, if we had just done the experiment at nighttime.
Oh, wait. Then... And that means... And I was so blind. Time. All along.
It's about time, right, bros?
It's true. This is a matter of urgency. Time is of the essence. We know we were onto something when we noticed Yava's watch didn't match up with the official time.
And what time do you call this?
Party time.
The time is...
I know what the time is.
Time is of the essence.
First time's the hardest.
At the same time,
a stitch in time saves 9.
4 at the same time is quite a feat.
And time is running out.
In the meantime,
We don't have time to put you on a proper routine.
But maybe this whole time.
All water is trying to steal time.
Just what do you suppose I'm doing with the stolen time?
Maybe taking the time for yourself?
now,
If and when the time is right.
We might even have some time for ice skating. Why not give him
All the time.
Your first time at Quick Soup Colorfish?
This will be the last time I explain it to you, so for once, pay attention.
There's no
Time.
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 time?
Time.
Time.
time!
All that time.
We're going to need a few words with the Madam CEO if we're to get the exact numbers of when and how much time they've stolen. Speaking of which, has anyone seen her?
We didn't see her on any of the cameras. Nor Zoya. Do you think they escaped being trapped?
Unlikely. They were probably incapacitated by Slippy as part of his plan.
They could be anywhere. We'd better split up and find them. Maybe we should start in the Allwater district.
Why don't we just ask him?
I don't think he's in a talkative mood.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I was just so overwhelmed. How was I supposed to know he'd take it so badly?
It's okay, Chris. At least he didn't get away. Cyrus, let's go with Harold and Wiyun to the All-Water District. Major, I imagine you'll want to stay with Slippy. Everyone keep in touch via PDA and don't leave any stone unturned.
Let's go.
Oh, and Bridget, can you tell the others over the tannoy system to search whichever area they're in?
It's them. They look fine, and not at all hungry.
Do I look fine?
Well, I mean, it could have been worse. Those snacks are tasty.
Yes. I could have been tied up with you. Can someone please tell me what is going on?
Slippy engineered this whole hoax. He was never really working on a relaunch procedure. His plan was to freeze the planet into a giant ski resort.
How absurd! Professor, I expected better from you.
So there's no relaunch plan after all? I can't believe it. I'll never fly this thing.
Madam CEO, I could say the same about you. We know all about the time hoax, but it's still imperative you clear up a few things.
What good will it do? Still, I suppose it can't hurt at this point. And you did untie me. Fire away.
Firstly, when did you start the time-skimming process?
About 8 years ago. For the good of the ship, of course.
And how much did you shorten the days?
Well, we started with 30 minutes, just letting the clocks run a tiny bit faster during the daytime. Every 2 years since then, we made gradual transition to another half an hour shorter.
And I thought it was my fault those plants were growing slowly.
Cyrus, stop blathering about plants and run the math for me, please.
Okay, so that means 365 hours in the first 2 years, 730 to 2 years after that, then 1,095 hours, and then 1,460 hours, which adds up to 3,650 hours. So we have 152 days left. Or what we think of as today is in fact 152 days away.
Whoa, that's a lot of time. But how come none of us noticed?
Aha. This is the clever part. We tacked the shifts to the summer-winter time changes. People's circadian rhythms always go a bit haywire around then anyway. Subtle, no?
So we have time, but no procedure after all.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Yes, we kind of worked on a thing.
A thing? Kinda.
A secret backup relaunch procedure. We were never taken in by Slippy's showmanship, and sorry to say, Madam CEO, your blind trust in him.
So it took me a while, but I got a little something theoretically up and running. But I was stymied by the time theft messing with my calculations of velocity. That's why my simulation failed that day, you know.
We even double-checked, triple even, and everything.
Well, I won't forget your flagrant distrust in me anytime soon. But I suppose your rebellious streak has borne some interesting fruits. You must explain this procedure to me so we can work on the press release.
So we really might still launch after all.
Yes, yes. Funnily enough, there'll be plenty of time for all that. But now, I need tea and a nap.
Yeah, it's been a crazy day. Tea nap sounds good to me.
Spicy tea.
Spicy tea?
Come on, you two. Let's leave Zoya and the CEO to get some rest. I'm sure it was exhausting eating all those snacks. We can all meet in the morning to go over next steps.
Okay, I suppose we can postpone the agenda until then. I imagine there will be much that needs doing, including some serious PR damage control.
Hello, my boy.
Hey, Professor. How are you holding up?
Just fine, just fine. Preparations for the relaunch have gone swimmingly.
Ah, great. So they're nearly done?
Yes, we're really just putting the finishing touches on now.
Wow. Can you believe we're about to try and take off after everything?
I knew we'd figure out a procedure. But I would never have guessed at what it took to get there.
Are you excited to see space again?
Yes. But that's not to say I won't miss this place. It had a certain watery charm and plenty of scientific curiosity. But you know, I'm getting old. My real wish is to step foot on real ground.
Yeah. It was nice to be outside of the fedora in the cave, but I suppose that's not what you're thinking of.
Indeed. I'd like to see the sky. But enough about me. How are you feeling about leaving Wiu and the Flimmerlim? I know you grew close to it all.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss Wiu. I'll miss it all. But this is our path, right?
I think so, my boy. You'll always cherish the time you had with them. But don't you want to continue the mission? Get back to finding a real home?
Yeah, it makes sense, I suppose. Do you think we will?
I'm not sure. But what do we stand to lose?
True. True.
Have you said goodbye to Wiu and the Flimmerlim yet?
Not really, no.
Well, no point putting it off. Saying goodbye only gets harder the longer you leave it. And so send them all my regards.
Yeah, I know.
And Harold?
Yeah?
You'll miss Wiu, but over time, it does get easier. You'll be busy once we're back on course. It'll feel like a whole different life.
I know.
All water. Moving people every day. All water. We get you where you're going.
Sunny.
Harold, to what do I owe this unexpected pleasure?
Just, checking in. But with the launch soon, I guess everything will feel different soon.
I know what you mean. Sunny's cupcakes will be no, for starters.
Oh, you're giving it up?
Yeah, now that the other restaurants are all restocked again. And to tell you the truth, I'm not sure Fedoran's ever quite got my baking style, you know?
Ah, so something new again then?
Yeah, you know me. A mind forever voyaging.
Yep, that's the Sunny I know. But I can't help but wonder, do you think maybe it's not the job that's going to make you happy?
Huh? What do you mean, what else is going to make me feel fulfilled?
It's a tough question, I know, but it just seems like nothing holds your attention. So maybe you need to channel that amazing energy into something else.
I'm not gonna deny you're right, but what else is there other than learning new things?
Well, the way I think about it is, even if you knew everything, you'd never have time to use it all. So find something that makes you happy, no matter how successful it is or how good you are at it.
Listen to you! When did you get so philosophical?
I'm not philosophical. It's just how I get stuff done, I suppose.
Okay, Harold, you know what? I'll try thinking about that. I promise.
Great. I'm sure you'll find it soon.
Just one last thing. Tell me honestly, were my cupcakes any good?
You could really taste the passion. But I guess passion tastes pretty weird.
Always honest and faulty. Well, I appreciate it. Anyway, I'm gonna figure out my next move. Next time I see you, I'm sure I'll be able to tell you all about it.
Good luck, Sonny, and enjoy finding it too.
The thing is, Warren, just because I'm unemployed, that's not what I'm saying. Now, come on, you two. There's no need to... If you'd all just follow my example, then what?
Hey, everyone. So, planning the next performance?
Not, I'm afraid, until we've resolved a little dispute. Oh, it's little, is it? I just meant... Typical Warren.
What exactly is the matter? You all just got back together.
Yes. It's complicated, Harold. We know you mean well, but I think you'd better leave us to it. Okay, Warren, so what were you saying? Oh, just that, I've been there, man. Until you very much weren't there, you mean? Now. 8, you don't always have to take the high road, you know. 8, just chill.
Hey, gang.
Well, hello, Harold.
Yo, Harry.
Don't be so embarrassing, you two.
Show some manners, young man.
It's Harold. We go way back.
Go easy on him. I remember when I was like that.
I know, don't remind me.
Oh, like I shouldn't remind you about some of your early wardrobe experiments? Your found fashion phase?
You know Harold is gonna be more embarrassed by the two of you than me.
Oh, you want us to bust out some good Felix stories too, young man? Maybe some cute baby photos? Like the time you found my lipstick?
Mom!
But enough about us. How are you feeling about the relaunch, Harold?
It's really going to be something, isn't it?
It's an awesome mission.
It's what we've worked towards for so long.
It's been a real pain stowing things from the store away.
All true. I'm glad you three get to experience it all together.
Harold, I hope you're not blue. We really are all in this together.
Thanks, Bridget. I know.
Anyway, I still have a few last-minute checks I should make about the energy flows. And Felix, don't you have homework to do?
Okay, I'll leave you all to it. If I don't see you again before the launch, enjoy the ride.
You too, Harold. Savor it.
Have a good one, Harry. See you around. Or up.
Good luck, Agent Harrelson!
Rafi, hey, how are you feeling?
Sad about not going back to the cave.
Yeah, tell me about it.
On the plus side, it taught me a lot. And when we launch, All Water have offered me, it'll be good to be working properly again.
And they'll leave you in peace to do it?
Yeah, plus I've taken one of the kids as a game cabinet maker apprentice.
Rafi, wow, you're so different.
Not really. They're under strict instructions. Did it because they kept bothering me. This keeps them quiet.
Sure.
Harold!
Hey, Onat, what's good?
Do you want to see my new composition? I'm just putting the finishing touch to it.
Sure, let's hear it.
Okay, here goes. Go easy. I haven't practiced that much. Hang on. Okay, I know what went wrong. I'll get it this time. Right. Oh, I've got it now. One sec. It's that one chord. Let me try again.
Chris.
Harold! Namaste! How are you getting on?
Good, thanks. Especially now that everything has calmed down a bit.
Yes! I was just relieved that I didn't cause Slippy any lasting damage.
Yes. So, what are you up to before the takeoff?
Just chilling. Spending a bit of time reminiscing.
About Buddy?
See, he was a legend. I keep remembering Station Jog number 64 when he managed to convince Moreau to join in.
What? Moreau?
Yeah! She was more sprightly than I imagined. And surprisingly competitive.
Buddy could get through to anyone, couldn't he?
He sure could. Recording that video with him was so funny. I'm not sure I've ever seen him take anything so seriously. And the Bambinos loved him too.
They saw him when he delivered mail to the school?
Also, he delivered guest lectures and workshops about his job, but also station history, physical fitness, cursive, and sociology.
I knew he was a man of many talents, but wow. So, what are your hopes for after the launch?
It's a weird feeling I have. I was born just as the ship was crashing, so to see it relaunch, I feel so lucky. Blessed almost. Like, I'm witnessing the circle close.
And the kids?
Oh yes. It's going to be a great opportunity to teach the kids more physics as we go. Maybe they'll concentrate more if they can see some stuff. Stars. Maybe even new planets. And we're going to need this bright new wave of minds.
You're the best man for the job, Chris. If anyone can make learning fun, it's you.
Thanks, Harold. Hey, what about you? I got all caught up and didn't ask.
The same, I guess. I wonder how much will really change. And I'm gonna miss the cave. At least I got to spend some time there. It's just gonna be weird having only the fedora again until, well, if we find a new home.
It's true. I didn't get to spend much time there, but I know you felt very connected to it, and the Flumlin. I know it must be tough for you to think about leaving, but it'll all feel very different once we're back up amongst the stars.
Sure. Thanks, Chris. I'm sure you're right. If we just live in the moment, whatever happens will be enough. Right?
Now you're learning.
Oh, hey, Nigel.
Yeah.
How's fishness? I mean,
Could be worse, you know. But it about to get worse.
I don't know. Why is that?
Word is, Warren's water winners is taking over Slippy's. And that's some prime rib. All them hungry bellies will fill up.
Are they that good?
Yeah, man.
Then all you can do is focus on making your fish as tasty as possible, right? People can't eat
Wise words. So, care to try any of my new fish you did?
I'd love to, but I can't.
All right. Well, you'll know where we are.
Hey, Warren, what's going on here?
It's my new shop. Just a few more finishing touches to go, and
Oh, that's exciting. You feel confident?
certainly am. The food truck built up a bit of a cup, so it makes sense to expand into a. Hey, you don't want to be my maitre d', do you? I could use.
Oh, wow. Thanks for the.
I know, but do you want to stay apprenticed to the branch out a bit? You'll get free. It's a revelation.
That does sound delicious. But no can do, Warren. Thank you again, though.
Okay, well, you know where I am if you change your mind.
All water compliments you on your choice of destination. Unsatisfactory journey for some reason? Just contact your nearest and all water
Procedure
will
will
make it up to
begin.
you.
Hey, Sai.
Harold, what's up?
Just doing my rounds. How about you?
I'm just relieved. Waves and waves of relief not to have to be working on those calculations anymore. I mean, also total terror and panic that I'll have somehow still made, and will end up as a flaming metal stone skipping over the.
Yeah, you worked so hard on it. I'm glad it didn't.
And I knew there was something off that was out of my control. Didn't I call it?
You did, Sai. And soon we'll be relaunching things.
I know. I'm excited to get into space. It's going to be a wild ride.
Yeah. I suppose we'll have to pack everything away.
Yep. The stowing procedure's already underway. The ship is certainly going to feel pretty empty and cold for a while.
I suppose I'd better start packing up my stuff.
Yep. Sure, I'll speak to you again before launch, but just in case I don't, wish me luck.
Don't we all need luck?
Yeah, I suppose. Well then.
Welcome. Gentle disinfectant. Close your eyes.
Travel in style with all water. You've arrived. Have you checked your pockets before leaving? Destination chosen. We hope you enjoy your all-water tube system journey. You have arrived. Please exit the tube in an orderly manner. We hope you travel with us again soon. Destination decided. Enjoy the view. You may now exit the tube. Thank you on behalf of the All-Water Corporation for choosing to travel with us today.
Hey, Kit. I mean, Yava? Eve?
Hello, Halibut. We were just discussing whether to keep the Lightkeepers going. And how it's still needed. Weren't we, Eve? Yes, we were, but... it just feels like our previous mission isn't relevant anymore. And why go to the effort for no reason?
It seems a shame to let it all go. Why don't you make it a public club? Like, I don't know, dedicated to learning the truth about lots of things.
That is not a bad idea. Ah, I like it. I mean, people know the name. It'll be like our second phase. Ooh, and we'll need a new slogan. Maybe like, illuminating the vast blackness of mystery space with the light of truth. I think we're going to need something a bit catchier.
I'm glad you're working it out. The Lightkeepers have become a household name.
Thanks, Harold. You're pretty cool as grown-ups go.
Glad to hear it. Just please maybe stop with the graffiti now.
Hey, just because we said you're cool, doesn't mean you can be square about our non-violent methods of public... Yeah, what he's trying to say is, we'll give you a break. No graffiti. For a long time, at least.
Destination selected. Have a pleasant journey and a fantastic day. You're here. Thank you for choosing all water tubes.
Madam CEO?
Oh, please call me Brenna. First names are much less stuffy, don't you think? And as part of our all-water rebranding, we're taking on a new, more friendly persona. First name terms across the company for a less higher up.
What, even the secretaries?
Yes, even them.
How's the rebrand going then, Brenna?
Oh, it's going fantastically. We're really committed to leveraging our past learnings to increase both public, while at the same time improving our corporate social responsibility mission.
So, what exactly is changing?
What isn't changing? We're even going to have a new logo, obviously capturing the but bringing a modern sensibility to it that reflects our recent, more transparent brand identity.
Right. Will the tube fares be getting cheaper?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to answer that. We're still workshopping our tube pricing strategy. I mean, after all, the logo redesign isn't going to pay for itself.
Okay. And those past learnings you mentioned?
Oh yes, a plethora of them. All sorts of actionable pain points and consumer-led recommendations.
Like?
Well, for one thing, I can tell you, what we've learned is that people want excitement. So to make up for the loss of the cave as the tube destination, we're working on plans to recreate a cave-like environment in a disused wing of the ship. We'll call it Cave World.
Okay, never mind. Good luck with all that, Brenna.
Thank you. And Harold, well done, you know?
Oh, thanks.
And hey, keep this between you and I, but I'm always looking for ambitious new blood. And you've proven you're a result-driven generalist. Knock on my door if you fancy a stint at all water. It's going to be an exciting growth period for us. A great time to get involved.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you, Brenna.
By the all-water-led renewal projects, such as opening up the Pelican Station. A landmark customer poll reflecting our continued commitment to being approachable and accountable. 7% passenger approval shortly afterwards, and we hope the recent...
Harold, hey! Can you believe this?
Hey, Captain at Large. Or should I say, soon to be Captain for real?
I guess Zoya will still do. But yes, I'll finally be actually controlling the ship.
You're handling the takeoff?
Don't be silly. Cyrus has coded everything to happen automatically with split-second precision. I'll just take over once we leave the gravity well.
Amazing. I'm sure you'll do great after all your training.
Yes, I can't wait to test my new skills out. Co-pilot Coco is excited too, aren't you, Coco?
I be the best!
Ignore Coco, she gets a bit overexcited. Anyway, I want to get in some last-minute practice. Buckle up, Harold. I'll see you again amidst the sea of stars.
Good luck, Zoya. Ciao, Coco.
Destination determined. Now, relax with all water. Thank you for traveling with all water. Location nominated. Journey commencing. All water thanking you. We know you enjoyed traveling with all water. You're welcome.
Hi there, you two. What's up?
What's up? Are you trying to...
What?
Don't worry about her, Harold. She's just upset that no one is giving her much attention now the relaunch is gonna happen. I'm not! Or two!
Hey. So, you excited about growing up in space?
Yeah, I think I'll dig it. I know that maybe there won't be much out there, but... And I'm sure it'll inspire plenty more of your awful poetry. Hey! Fine, I will. Corey and Harold... Please, shh. And actually, You want to hear it, Harold?
Sure.
It's a short one. Here goes. Jump! Don't let your feet touch the ground. We go round and round now. Up! We're gonna tear the big night into shreds and put it back together again. In cool shapes. It's gonna be a blast off. Ugh.
Very nice. You're a natural, Corey.
Hey, no I'm not.
Oh, Major.
Halibut.
Who's this?
This? And he's made a new...
Oh, I'm so
Halibut, I'll thank you not to pry into Frank...
Okay, fair enough. So, what actually happened to Slippy in the end?
Oh, you know, he's being dealt with. The real question is, what to call the new flounder?
Dealt with? Is he standing trial?
Well, it's a rather special case, if you must know. We didn't have any statutes for such heinous plans. But then again, his only actual infractions were tampering with all water property and forcible obstruction of public movement, along with a few counts of disorderly conduct on the way to the brig.
So, what was the decision?
The trial reached a compromise. He could be consigned to 1 night in the brig to think about what he's done, or intended to do, and then a 10-year sentence of community service.
Oh, that seems fair, I suppose.
Yes, he has a natural gift of the gab that we felt would be better put to use in service of various shops and services. So it appears Slippy Slipper is on the other foot.
What?
Justice has been served, Halibut. Now, I need to get back to thinking of name.
Can I make a suggestion? Harold Flounderbutt.
I will consider it.
Hello.
Hi there, Harold. How do you do?
Oh, not bad, thanks. How are you?
Well, Harold, Chris keeps telling me I'm too young for a proper job, but I'm doing so...
Well, you seem like a clever kid. You must want to finish your studies.
Of course, but I learned so much while behind the counter. You're a grown-up. You tell me. Do you use every single thing you learned in school doing your job?
No, I suppose not, but then I never had a teacher like Mr. Tinnebaum. Maybe I'd have learned more and got a different job if I had.
I just fit in there and feel like I'm being useful. I want to keep going.
I'm probably not the best person to ask about career advice, Gunter. But just talk to Mr.
I suppose you're right. There may be things
There you go.
And how about you, Harold?
Oh, I'm keeping busy. Just doing what I can to help get everything ready.
Keeping busy to keep your mind off things? Everyone talks about what good friends you are. Is it going to be very hard leaving Wiu and the Flumilim behind?
So sorry, Gunter. I have an appointment to make. To catch. That I've got to go to. Good luck with everything, though.
But I haven't told you with what?
Bye-bye.
All water. Moving people every day. All water. We get you where you're going. All water compliments you on your choice of destination. Unsatisfactory journey for some reason? Just contact your nearest and all water will make it up to you.
Hey there.
Hello, Harold. Enjoying the atmosphere?
Sure. Very normal and nice. What are you up to?
Just on my way to water some moss.
Oh, thank you. But I can't. I'm leaving, actually.
That's okay. Have a nice time.
Wiyu.
Hey, Howell. How's Fedora doing?
Yeah, nearly there.
Are you excited?
I mean, it is exciting, but it's gonna be so hard leaving you behind. And this place, just... Yeah, maybe we'll find a new home out there, but also, maybe not. At least not in my lifetime. You know?
I don't know. You will or you won't, but at least you will have the chance. And of course, I will miss you. We have true Simbo. We all will. But we're just happy we could help with the energy and everything.
Yes, we couldn't have done it without you all. And I couldn't have done it without you, Wiyu.
And I would probably be a cold non-Wiyu if you hadn't helped me get better. Everything has changed since knowing you. It will be hard to remember Tidamo now. Maybe I'll go exploring a new part of the ocean.
Can you believe how lucky we were to even meet?
I always thought this luck you all have is a very strange thing. You do a thing, or you don't.
But what if a thing happens to you that has nothing to do with your own actions?
I don't understand. Life is like a tide, you know? It's not always obvious where a tide comes from, or is going, or how it connects to other tides. But if you are you, you go with the tide, or you go against it. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you try not to go with it. Sometimes it does.
Wiyu, the Fedora is nearly ready to launch. This is going to be the last time we see each other.
I know, Howell.
I don't know what to say.
It's okay. Remember, Simbo. We'll always have it.
Thanks, Wiyu. We will.
Hope you have good tides.
And you, Wiyu. And you.
I found you at the window again, looking out, watching the leaves falling in. And you were something like a dream. Oh, so perfect, couldn't talk to me. Time moves slow when you're all alone. When you're out on your own, and the time moves slow. When you're missing a friend, and the time moves slow. When you get to the end, running away is easy. It's the leaving that's hard. Running away is easy. Running away is easy. It's the living that's hard. And loving you was easy. It was you leaving that's hard. But what was I to do? Just couldn't help myself falling in love with you. What could I say? Oh, if I had another chance to make you stay. 'Cause when you ran away, I knew just what you were thinking that day. You just didn't it love me like I do, like I love you. The sad thing is we're better off this way. Time moves slow, you can't hear a thing. Time moves slow when you're lost in the dream. And the time moves slow when you wait by the phone. And the time moves slow when you're lost alone.
Howell? Shouldn't you be back on the ship? You don't want to miss it taking off.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you mean...
I want to stay. I know it sounds crazy, and I'll be the only human here, but...
No, it's not crazy. It's just you. I would love it. But are you really sure? Won't you miss everyone else more than you want to stay here?
I'm sure. I've always gone with the tide, but now I want to break out of it. Choose a tide for myself. Not the one that leads up into cold, empty space. It's the first time I've ever really been sure of anything.
I believe you. You found your Blugalugalagu.
Yeah. Lugaluga Simbo.
Blugalugalagu Simbo.
Hey, Professor, there's something I need.
Ah, Harold, how did it go?
Well, fine, but...
Great. We don't have much time. I could do with some help sorting the final preparations.
Jeanne, I'm not coming.
Okay. It's only natural you're emotional. I suppose I can finish things up by myself.
No. Professor, I'm staying with Wiyu.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Can you understand?
Harold, I've grown terribly fond of you. But if I've learned anything about you, it's that you always defy expectations one way or another.
So, you're not angry?
Angry? Dear boy, I'm delighted. I will miss you like I miss my left hand. But if you finally found something you feel strongly enough to shout Jeanne at me, then I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I'm gonna miss you too, Marone. You've always been there for me. I wouldn't be making this decision if it wasn't for you. In a nice way, I mean.
I know what you mean. Have you thought it all through? Do you need any help with the, practicalities?
Not really, but what is there? I'll just take a few of my things. The Fluolim have all the materials I'll need there. I'll get settled in no time, I'm sure.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
Yeah. Guess it is.
Be safe, Harold. Wish us luck.
I'll do one better. I'll wish you good tides.
Very funny.
Ich bin ein großer, alter Stein, ausgespült von den Gezeiten, löse mich langsam in einzelne Teile, zerstreue mich in tiefen Weiten. Ich liege stumpf am Boden, möchte leicht sein, aber bin so schwer. Möchte trockener Staub sein, hochgehoben, vom Wind getragen übers Meer. Möchte landen auf fruchtbarem Boden und tanzend in der warmen Sonne. Möchte ich ein grüner Strauch sein, erhoben, meine Früchte tragen mit lieblicher Wonne. Doch weit über mir zerschellen die Wellen, der dumpfe Donner erstickt mein Ruf nach der wohltuenden Kraft des Hellen, das uns einst alle schuf. Ich schreie. Leicht sein. Ich möchte leicht sein. Leicht sein. Ich möchte leicht sein. Leicht sein. Ich möchte leicht sein.